And towing the slab in this one, Dustin May.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side. Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So digging in, Nolan Schanuel. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here comes Yoan Moncada. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 strikes.
First and second here, no outs. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball. Taylor Ward getting ready to hit. That one to first, and it's just foul. That was close. 1 out. Runners at first and second. And there's a ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. And it remains 2-2.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Now it bounces away. Can't squeeze it. And the runners will move up.
Batting 6, catcher Logan O'Hoppe.
And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Check swing, and he went. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today on the hill, Kyle Hendricks. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
Got him looking. That was pretty nasty.
This guy will throw any pitch at any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Second. Shortstop, Mookie Betts.
Here's Betts. The 2-1.
That's a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Ward moving under it. He's got it. And there's 2 down. Time down for Dave Roberts, line up for the Los Angeles Dodgers. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, you know, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff. Dodgers down in order. They trail here 1-0. Back here at Dodger Stadium, all set for the start of the inning. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. May fires. And that one hit to first. And it goes just foul. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Pajes hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting 8, center fielder, number 15.
Matthew Lugo, the next to hit. 1 out, base is empty. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. The pitch. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Ground ball right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Batting 9th, second baseman Tim Anderson.
There's Tim Anderson now.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
The next pitch misses, and a count 2-1. Strike to Anderson.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Angels go quietly there. They still lead it 1-0. Back here in L.A., bottom half of inning number 2, and up to the plate is Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform, but at some point that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level. 2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
Swung on, belted. That one back there, and it is out of here. And it ties it up. It's 1-1.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Max Muncy.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
On the ground right side. Anderson to first. They get the out on Muncy.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Pitch misses. 2-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Got him swinging.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Hendricks deals. Swing and a ball popped up. Neto makes the catch, inning over. Dodgers tie it up with a solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching the Freeway Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Zach Neto. And that one misses up and in. 2-1.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Next offering is in for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Typically, that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
Here is Moncada late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 down, nobody on. That one missed. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Tied up here in the early going. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. And out of here. He made him pay for that one. 3rd home run of the season, and the Halos jump out in front. It's 2-1.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Taylor Ward. Line to left. Gets down, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Runner at first with 2 away. Jorge Soler, the next to hit for the Angels. Outside low. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. It's their 2nd home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 4-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's the Angels catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. May comes set. Not even close there. Ball 2. And there's a ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's out to center field. Pajes settles underneath it. Hauls it in to end the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back,
Leading
ready to go
off
for the
for
last
the
half of the
Dodgers.
inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. That one's in there. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this,
Batting
known
ninth,
for using the
second
entire
baseman,
field. Just couldn't sit back
Kim.
long enough on that one.
And now the rookie second baseman, Hae-Sung Kim. Next offering misses, 2-1. Inside,
Nope.
just missed. And that one lifted in the air, center field. And there are 2 outs.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So the lineup flips over.
Shohei
Here's Shohei Ohtani. And a ground ball to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. 3 innings complete. Angels 4, and the Dodgers 1. Back for more of the Freeway Series. On to the 4th. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. This to third. Throw on to Freeman. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. And now the center fielder, Matthew Lugo. May delivers. That one outside. And that's ball 2. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Kirby Yates looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Number 70, a left-hander, also throwing. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
Well, back
Tim
in trouble,
Anderson.
Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
And now it's Tim Anderson. Up and in, and a count 2-1. Lugo leads off first with 1 away. Next pitch is outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Now batting, shortstop.
Here comes the
Zach
manager out of the
Neto.
dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Dustin May is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for the
Number
Dodgers.
86 on to pitch
Number
here.
86.
So at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Top half of inning number 4. Off the mark there. 3 balls and a strike. Fought off foul. Slice to right, and that's just foul. Payoff pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One run across. Another comes in to score, and the lead is up to 5.
That's a good job right there. You got 2 strikes on you. Just got to battle.
One out. Runner at second. Now the number 2 hitter, Nolan Schanuel. Just missed. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
And now Yoan Moncada. Runner at second, 2 down. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man on second, 2 down. Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
No, that's foul.
Just misses. And the count's even at 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Popped up. Neto pulls it down, and a quick out, number 1.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman Freddie Freeman.
And here's Freddie Freeman. The Angels leading by 5. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Outside. And it's 2-1. And that one missing low.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on the tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have 1 more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
And now 2-1. Hendricks delivers. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
The 3-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And a 3-2. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Max Muncy.
2 on, 1 out. Muncy digs in. Freeman over at second. Smith at first. 1 gone. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
In the dirt, but kept close. Two on, 1 out. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Shanuel makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder Andy
So first and
Pages.
second with 2 outs. Andy Pages now at the plate. 2 on, 2 outs. Swings and misses. And that is strike 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And right back to the mound. They get the force. Inning over. 2 left on. We played 4. It's the Angels 6 and the Dodgers 1.
Now pitching for the
We're
Dodgers.
back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Number 78.
Well, they need someone to stop the
Castellanos.
bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
So here's the cleanup
Leading off
hitter,
for the
Taylor
Angels,
Ward.
Left fielder Taylor Ward.
And that's off the inside edge. And a count 2-1.
You know, these Angels putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Freeman takes it to the bag. 1 away here in the 5th.
Up next for the Angels, right fielder Jorge Soler.
So up next, Jorge Soler. In for a strike, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that's
So
outside.
off the plate. Ball 2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Angels held in check. They lead it, though, 6-1. Back for more of the Freeway Series. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Michael Conforto will climb in. The 1-1.
That's a ball.
Movement in the Halos bullpen. Number 68 up and throwing. That clips the corner. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. In the air, foul off first. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, James Outman.
James Outman digs in now. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
1 ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 2.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away. Well, he didn't want to go after him with the fastball at all in that at bat. Nothing but off-speed stuff. Even with all the changeups coming, somehow he was still early on the swing. So I think he had to be thinking it was only a matter of time until he saw some heat.
Smoked on the ground a second. Tosses to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail it 6-1. Back for more of the Freeway Series. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the DH, Luis Rengifo. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And the batter now, Matthew Lugo.
Now batting, number 15.
Ball 3.
Activity in the bullpen for the Dodgers. Kirby Yates getting ready to go. Foul ball. This one in the air, right field. Outman makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Tim Anderson.
Here's Tim Anderson. 2 outs, base is empty. Inside, and it's 2-1. Two outs. On its way to the corner, and that drops foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is outside. Zach Neto up next for the Angels. Chopper right side, and Freeman, the Gold Glover, makes the play. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Angels 6 and the Dodgers 1. They hand the ball over to a new arm, number 68. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 68.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Next offering upstairs. Action in the Angels bullpen. Sean Anderson appears to be getting loose. Brogdon also getting ready. And a swing and a miss.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, it's so difficult as a hitter to get on plane with that pitch. It's breaking down and in, and you've got to find a way to match the plane. And if it's nasty like that one, bite at the end. Most times you're swinging over the top and walking back to the dugout.
The Halos leading by 5 here in the bottom of the 6th. This one popped up. Anderson. 2 down.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Dodgers, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. That's outside, and it's 2-1. A little bit low.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
2 down, nobody on. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Here's a high fly ball out to center. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Back here at Dodger Stadium, top of inning number 7, and now the shortstop, Zach Neto. That one hammered left field. Conforto going back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Angels, first baseman Nolan Schanuel.
And now here is Nolan Schanuel. That one missing inside. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Lifted in the air, right field. Outman calls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman Yoan Moncada.
Here is Yoan Moncada. So here in the 3 spot, Chris, a hitter low average but high slug.
Well, one thing he's going to lean on are the metrics. His exit velocity has been really good. He's just had some bad luck hitting the ball right at people.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Missing inside, full count now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing is a player you...
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. They still lead it, though, 6-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. And now Will Smith. He goes down looking.
Now batting.
Here's Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
1
2
ball,
down, nobody
2
on.
strikes.
Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball popped up. Schanuel drifts towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And the inning is over. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 8th inning coming up. It's the Angels 6 and the Dodgers 1. So they turn things over to the righty, Kirby Yates.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Next pitch misses way outside. That one drifts inside. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Popped up. Kim hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jorge Soler.
Now it's the right fielder, Jorge Soler.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Swings and misses. And the count 1 and 2.
1 ball.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Michael Conforto.
Left fielder, Michael Conforto.
So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That misses the zone. 2 and 2. The other way, and foul ball. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one back. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Safely into third with a leadoff triple.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game. I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
In the air, left field, down the line, nabs it. Runner tags for home, fires it to the plate, but it's offline. It's 6-2.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner for third.
2 outs, base is empty. Shohei Ohtani getting ready to hit.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Late swing, foul to the left.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Caught him looking for the K. 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Through 8 full, it's the Angels 6 and the Dodgers 2. Back here in L.A., all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the DH, Luis Rengifo. Pitch in the dirt, 2-1. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Number 70 preparing to come on if needed. Vesia getting cranked up as well. Two and 1 now. Right through there for a strike. And now 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. On the ground. On the run, sends it over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And now, Matthew Lugo. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Check swing didn't go, and it's 3-2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
One down, base is empty. Out to center. Pages gets under it. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Angels, second baseman
Tim Anderson, the next to hit. Two outs. Went too far that time. It's 1-2.
I would say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. And these pitchers really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
In the air, right side, Outman makes the grab, and that's the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Angels 6 and the Dodgers 2.
Now pitching for the
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Connor Brogdon. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Here's Mookie to hit.
Leading off for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
And now 2 balls and a strike.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and they get the leadoff man in the ninth. Here is Freddie Freeman. The Dodgers down by 4 here in the last half of inning number 9. There's your strike. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Hard hit, right side. Anderson to first. Just 1 out remaining for the Dodgers.
Now batting, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
This could end it. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little bit more than they do when they're at home with their families, and that can breed to success on the field, as we saw in this game today. Excellent win by this team.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.